Welcome back to my channel. This is Globanitter. My name is Caroline, and a few days ago I was in New York City. So while in New York City I went to a new yarn store, and this yarn store is called Knitty City. It's about 1 hour, just over 1 hour walking distance from my hotel, so I decided to walk because I wanted to do the exercise. And on the way there I went through Times Square, and the closer I went to Times Square, the more crowded it was. You know, I don't like the crowds. For me, it's not nice. And I want you to imagine as well, if you've never been to New York City, that this city is full of smell. There's the exhaust gas. There are the street food vendors, and it's everything. Hot dogs, the grilled peanuts, it smells gorgeous. And they also have construction work smell. It's like an acrid smell, very strange. And so I went through all this, and then I went through Times Square. I went the other side towards Central Park. I didn't go into Central Park because I was pressed for time. I had, even if I had just under 48 hours, I was in between 2 night flights, so I have to manage my sleep before my flight, after and before my flights. So walked a little bit more towards Knitty City. And Knitty City is located exactly halfway between Central Park and the Hudson River. And I didn't realize at the time how close I was to the Hudson River. I wish I had gone more to that side to see, but I didn't think. Anyway, when I arrived at Knitty City, I arrived 15 minutes after it opened, and they opened at 12 that day. It was a Saturday, and it was packed. It's quite a small shop in itself, small but mighty. It is absolutely packed with yarn. So it's in the basement, so you go down, and on the right hand side is where they wind the yarn. That day, because it was the weekend, they had a trunk show, and the trunk show was by KnitSpinQuilt, and she used to be a student. I can't remember if it's New York or Brooklyn that she used to live, and she used to make bags and do all sorts of things as a side thing, just to keep herself busy, her hands busy when she was a student. And when she graduated, she decided to do it full time. She went back to Massachusetts, where she's from, but she was back this weekend for the trunk show, and she makes this stitch markers that are absolutely gorgeous. I bought the dogs because I have many cats stitch markers already, and I had a crochet top with me, and she was saying, you know, for the crocheter, I do the one that you can open because they like it. I said, well, I do both, but yeah. So if you see something you like, she can change it to the round one or the one that you can open, which I think is really nice. And she's on Instagram. I will put her details there. And so she was there, very friendly. And the yarn itself is put together by weight. And they have a side with cotton yarn as well. And the yarn they have is all the usual suspects. They have Malabrigo, Noro, Earth Yarn, Blue Sky Fibers, and many, many more. They also have many books. They also have lots of buttons. They have a table that is full of books, and you can also knit there if you want. They have several staff. Very busy store, very friendly staff. And for the knitting needles, you have to ask because it's behind the counter. And because I was in the middle of an 8-day trip, I was already full of bags. I had 3 bags to carry, and you know, in the freighter we don't have an air bridge. I have to carry all my bags up and down the stairs. So I am mindful of what I carry with me. So all I bought was this. And because I had to do the thumbs for the mittens, I bought 3.25 millimeters needle, and she asked me, why do you need them for? And she gave me advice, and she gave me the right needles, and they're really, really nice, the needles I bought. Yeah, nice store, I highly recommend, very friendly. I don't know if it's always packed because it was Saturday afternoon, so I guess Saturday is a busy day. But yeah, I think you can find everything you need there. And then I walked back. I stopped on the way to have a coffee and to do a bit of knitting and walk back to the hotel. So that was my day in New York. And that night I flew back to New York, Anchorage. And so I would like to know if you've been to New York before, which yarn shop you visited, because I'm sure I will go back there, so that I can get ideas of recommendation from you guys of yarn shops I can visit, New York or around. And next week, the next video is going to be from Anchorage. And I really liked my layover in Anchorage, and you will see why next week. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Keep knitting, and I will see you next week in Anchorage. Bisous, bisous. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Bye.